In any other year, I think a hidden message Olympic pack would absolutely be fire, and it would just totally demand the attention of anyone in the sneaker world. But this year, it's just not the right year for it. The Olympics have been shunted back to 2021, so that's all out of the way. And you can't get away from the fact that these three shoes that we're looking at today all have massive Olympic themes. That's the point of the shoes. And without the Olympics happening, you know, that's already one big sort of drawback on this pack. And then the second thing is that this year, I'm going to say this year, it might be into last year as well, but at least the last 12 months in the sneaker world has been absolutely dominated by hidden messages. It's like, I don't know why they chose to do this as a sort of signature for these three shoes, because to be honest, it's already been done before. I've already seen Air Max 95s and I've seen Air Force 1s done in this way, and it's like, you know what, guys, it's nothing that new. So I was kind of like, double the Olympics and this sort of reveal kind of style of shoe, and I'm kind of like, is it going to be worth the look? You're dang right it's worth a look. These things are actually fire. I was expecting to be kind of let down or being like, oh, I've seen that before. But it turns out that what they've been able to do with at least two of the three shoes, one I'm still not so sure about, but at least two of the three shoes are absolutely fire. So I'm going to enjoy taking you through all of those shoes as we take a close-up look at the upcoming release of the Nike Hidden Messages pack. This is the Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel, Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channelです。毎日アップするので毎日見てください. And every single day I bring you content from Tokyo, Japan about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And today what we're looking at is that pack of three sneakers. There's an Air Force 1 in there, there's an Air Max 95 in there, and there's an Air Max 2090 in there. And it's the Hidden Message pack. So this is a big shoe that's coming out just here in Japan. It's not one big shoe, it's three big shoes. It's exclusive to Japan. I think I'm right in saying it's a tie-up with Bait. And I have to say, you know, like I said at the start of this video, it's just one of those shoes. It's another one of those shoes that's lost to the postponement of the Olympics. It's another lost Olympic shoe. And I don't know what they're going to do in 12 months' time, if they'll just re-release this kind of stuff or not, but they just can't shift it. You know, the big machine that is Nike and global business and all that kind of stuff, they can't change it and delay things by 12 months. There just isn't the way to do that. There's not something to come into that space that moving these guys 12 months later. That would create a space in the market, and they don't have something ready to go to put in to it, so they just have to go with the drop dates on these guys. Now these shoes are fire. I really do dig them. I talked earlier about other shoes. Now let's bring up the Clot Air Jordan 1 mids. That's my favorite reveal shoe to date so far. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. Without the reveal, I thought it was amazing with the upper on there, and then you split that upper away and it reveals gold below. It's a beautiful shoe with or without the reveal on it. But they also at Clot, they do other ones. They've done a few Air Force 1s as well, actually. But then you've also got things like the Black History Month Air Force 1s. I think that's from this year. I've done so many Black History Month videos, it's hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure that reveal sort of idea came from the Black History Month line, which also had, it was an Air Force 1, I think there was an Air Max 95 in there as well, and I think there might have been something else, maybe, I want to say Converse too, but anyway, the Air Force 1s have been there with that as well, and then there's one other thing, yeah, recently there's a women's Air Force 1 reveal, again, very simple on the upper, but then you reveal below it a very colourful sort of palette beneath that. So like I said at the start of this video, there's already sort of form, there's already other things going on in the sneaker world, especially in the last 12 months with this reveal technology, but still Bait and this tie-up with Nike, they've been able to do it, they've been able to pull it off and make a really cool shoe, and it's because of that Olympic narrative in there for all three of these shoes. So what we're going to do is we're going to first take a look at the Olympic rings. Dong, there they are right there, and now I have to remember what the colours are, and I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying it's black, blue, green, yellow and red. And if I'm wrong about that, I apologise, but you can look at it on the Olympic rings behind me here on the green screen anyway. But that's the most important part of this collection, that you have to understand the 5 colours on the Olympic rings to be able to understand this shoe, because, or these shoes, I shouldn't be calling it this shoe, these shoes. If we take a look at the Air Force 1s, what you should be able to see on that is those 5 colours displayed very clearly. Now, the 5 Olympic rings are usually displayed on a white background, so you've got a bit extra white in there too. But hopefully what you're able to do is to see those 5 Olympic ring colours brought forward onto this Air Force One. And then if we take that and look at the Air Max 95s, especially with that horizontal sort of design effect that goes on Air Max 95s, you can see the 5 colors displayed there as well. And here's where we get to that shoe that I said I'm like on. It's the Air Max 2090. In general, I don't like the Air Max 2090, but specifically this shoe, which is supposed to have a big Olympic rings narrative and then underneath that a big hidden message. I'm not feeling it. So here's the, hopefully you're looking at the Air Max 2090s without any reveal going on and you're wondering where are the 5 Olympic ring colours on there. And then what you can do, I'll do this for all 3 shoes, but we'll go in reverse order now. We'll bring up the Air Max 2090s because you can compare the two. There's pictures out there already of the front sort of, as you look at it, the front shoe in the unrevealed style and then the back shoe with that upper sort of stripped away. And you can see in the case of the 2090s, that back shoe there doesn't really have that much difference to the front shoe, and it's just that sort of one sort of almost like mudguard panel on the side that strips away and not much else. So A, it doesn't really have the 5 colours of the Olympic rings in the narrative, and B, there isn't much revealing going on. So for me, I'm just going to park that. Don't really like the Air Max 2090s, don't really like the narrative of the shoe, don't really see the point of it, and I'm not coming back to it in this video. But we will go forward back to the Air Max 95s, and like I said, that horizontal sort of effect with the 5 rings colouring on there, and then as again that picture I said that you'll get with the front shoe untreated and then the back shoe with that strip away. And it is very rough the way they're showing you this here. You know, they've stripped away those horizontal lines to reveal the gold beneath, and I think I'm right in saying in the Air Max 95s it's just the gold and not another colour below there. But they've left it kind of rough, but I'm sure you can clean that up as is your want. But it definitely has the narrative we're talking about. 5 rings colours on the front shoe, and then when you revealed it, you've got that gold behind. But it's the Air Max 90, not the Air Max 95s, it's the Air Force Ones that take priority for me, and we'll bring up again that comparison shoe. Front shoe untreated, back shoe already been taken apart, and you can see the underlying, the hidden message below. But what I want to do is look at the lateral of those Air Force Ones, because that's where you really see, I think this is the signature of these shoes. If the Air Max 2090s were kind of low key and almost like untreated or 1% of what they wanted to go for, then the Air Force Ones are like 99% of what they wanted to go for. A, they strip the whole lot away and take away those Olympic ring colours and reveal below that 3 different colours, the gold, the silver and the bronze, to represent the 3 medals that you can get at the Olympics. And not only that, what they've done is they've treated those panels underneath with the flags of countries around the world. Hopefully I'm able to zoom in on here, and it really reinforces that Olympic narrative. So it's like the hidden message pack on steroids, should we say that, for the Olympics? Versus the 2090s, which are just like, you know, haven't done any training at all and just a fat couch potato as far as Olympic athlete comparisons go, if you know what I'm saying. So the Air Force One's very, very cool. It still has that one thing on it that just is like, oh, and they've doubled up on it. If we look at the insole, you'll see here that it says Nike Air Force One, and it always just bugs me, Nike Air Force One. But it's just, you know, it's their shoe, what can I say, right? But it is just a great looking shoe. Down there on the bottom, the Dubray at the bottom of the lacing system in a very beautiful gold finish as well, and there it adds another dimension to the shoe. So all in all, the Air Force Ones for me really, really pop. There's a great picture of the Air Max 95s here with the kind of upper layer still on, and then it's just the middle bit has been split to reveal, and hopefully I'm able to show you what I mean, the 5 different layers, each one split to reveal the gold below, and you can get that comparison between the two. But like I say, for me, the Air Force Ones are really where the story is for this particular pack. It's a beautiful shoe. It's even more beautiful when it's stripped away. I actually, personally, I don't know about you guys out there, but the colouring on the non-revealed versions before you've stripped away the upper, I find it a little bit kind of simple, and there's something about it that's just, I don't know, it's like, it doesn't pop. It's dull, or there's something missing from it. And maybe that's because they want you to strip it away. Maybe they're going for a sort of dull, kind of low-key colour, and people who get them are like, you know, that's not my style. Let's strip this back and get the gold, the silver, and the bronze popping out from there. So, but you know, anyway, great-looking shoes. Like I say, even in that sort of whole, like, kind of line of reveal shoes, like I talked about, the clots and the women's reveals, and also the Black History Months and stuff like that. There's been a lot of that kind of shoe in the last 12 months, but they still hold their own, and especially with the Olympics, that would have been a great story. It would have really matched well. But they're the times we live in. I'm sure big business has to deal with it just the same as little YouTubers like me have to deal with it too. Okay, it's time for me to sign off. Thank you guys for checking out the content. It's late on Sunday afternoon, and I want to get 2 videos all checked away while my little girl's having her afternoon nap, and then get out to the park before it gets dark. So I'm going to shoot off. Thank you guys for checking out the content, but I'll do what I do at the end of every single video, which is remind you that I do this every single day, so you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.